Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7 Mile Radio.
What up, doe? What up, doe? And welcome back to the Kisha Kee Show. I missed you all. How are you doing tonight? We got exciting things to talk about tonight. I am so elated and honored to be here tonight. We got a few topics to talk about. How are y'all feeling tonight? It is Thursday. Tomorrow it is Friday, and I cannot wait to get off of work. Woo, my goodness, today. Hello, everybody. I missed you on last week, but we're back again this week. What up, doe? What up, doe? I want to talk about something before we get into the show. I have a play coming up on Mother's Day, so bring your mama, bring your cousins, bring your sister and your brothers down to the Ford Theater. It is called Take Care of Home or Somebody Else Will. We have general admission tickets, $25. If you need some tickets, get at me. Tickets are $25. You can inbox me or send your payment to Kisha Kee Productions. We will be so excited to spend the evening. It's going to be singing, laughter, love. Let me see. Box seats and VIP tickets are sold out. So right now we only have general admission tickets. Okay, you're going to have a good time. We got some singing, some acting, and we want you there. Bring your mama, bring your cousins, and bring your family out to see the play. Amen. Okay, so we're going to get into the show on tonight. How are you tonight, Mark?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, gorgeous?
I am doing very well. Thank you for asking.
That's good. That's
I'm
good.
doing
That's
very
good.
well. You all, how are you doing tonight? How are y'all doing tonight? So I want to get into this first topic, and it's about something that actually came up this morning with Mayor Mike Duggan. Detroit breaks ground on housing development in downtown Detroit district. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan and other local leaders are celebrating the redevelopment of the long vacant United Artists Theater building on Bagley Avenue in downtown Detroit.
They rebuilding some shit.
Rebuilding.
Rebuilding some more shit.
The 18-story building will be turned into hundreds of apartments for low-income renters. I think that will be something very good for the city of Detroit. What's your opinion on that, Mark?
I think it'll be good. But I just think I think we need to define exactly what low income housing is going to be.
Right.
In downtown Detroit.
In downtown
right? I don't know
Detroit.
how low income that's going to be, because from last time I checked, if you ain't got at least $1,500
a month
on a studio loft or something like that. Like it's crazy. So I wonder what the price range is going to be for these quote low income. Is it going to be Section 8 or
Right.
what is it? What's the situation? What's
Right.
going to be the terms and conditions on getting in there? And then like low income housing, right smack
Right.
dab in the middle of the newly renovated downtown Detroit, where they're going to be a Gucci store popping up
Right,
there.
a
So you're
Gucci
gonna have
store.
the projects next to the Gucci store. I'm not feeling how this may work out. And you know what I'm saying? I know we got a higher level of police presence downtown in the city of Detroit, but I just don't know how Pookie and Ray Ray gonna get along next door to the Gucci store.
Right, and that leads me to think like maybe like 1,500.
Yeah,
or
so
something
that's what I'm
like
like.
that.
Low
Low income.
because the thing about it is, right, low income right now, considering how they've hiked the prices up. So
Right.
yeah, low income of today is not the low income of yesterday. What we may be thinking about what a low income housing situation like. This ain't the King homes that they
Right.
bring down to the
Right.
downtown Detroit, right? This ain't the Rosa. This is Sojourner Truth homes or nothing that they bringing down to the So I wouldn't imagine that it's gonna be that kind of low income housing that we used to. They not about to
They are most certainly not about to put us down there in the midst of all of these newly renovated things and all these things happening for the city of Detroit. I know for sure that it's probably about maybe 1,000, maybe 1,500. No, about 1,000.
It gotta
What
be
you think?
$1,200
About
down there, man.
1,200. So why
And
would
that's considered low income to them. So that's why
Right.
like low income for who?
Right, because what?
Not for the residents of the people that actually live in the city. They don't have an opportunity to move down here. They don't even have jobs in the city that pay is enough to live down there and then still eat a bologna sandwich every day.
Exactly.
It's not even So I don't want. Like I said, I want to know what the price range is going to be
I definitely want to know what the price
about
range.
that whole.
They didn't expand on that, but I wish they would because the prices are hiking up, but the cost of living is hiking up. They're not giving us raises at our jobs, but they want to put us downtown talking about low income renters.
And then call it $1,500 low income.
No, you know what? At what I'm making right now, I could not afford $1,500 a month. No
month.
way. Plus utilities. No way.
Eating,
and eating.
and then living like we
And
didn't.
living.
No kind of recreational anything. No life. You just working
Just
to
working
go
to
home
pay
and
your
go to
rent.
sleep.
Yeah, working to pay your rent.
And
I don't
barely
know.
Eating. And you're not eating what you want to eat. You're eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right. Absolutely not. Y'all, what y'all think of the comments? Do y'all think it's probably about 1,500? I don't know. I think it probably would be maybe up there.
We're talking about downtown
Downtown
Detroit.
Detroit.
I don't see them doing all of that work in downtown and then going to, putting up a brand new building and making the rent $300 a month.
No, absolutely not. And probably not even 700, 800. That's around
That's my point.
about what people are paying, like 800, 900.
So, but reason why I say that is because they calling it low income as if it's some kind of
Right.
coupon.
No,
for, like, is this coupon? Is this like Spartan brand apartments that we dealing with right now?
so crazy. Right. Absolutely not, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. They put it out there today, so it's developing. But we'll see because they are definitely going to have to define what low income means and how that caters to us. Because what? Absolutely not. Nope, not at all. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see them putting no lead press on apartments down there and shit. No cheap ass.
Not Libra.
I'm just saying, I don't see them putting the cheap apartments down there.
Absolutely not. And I don't even know how they're gonna actually sustain it down there. It's already rowdy, and then you put us down there, and sometimes
Next to the
we do
Gucci
not know
store,
how to act.
you're gonna build up. You're gonna give us
Yeah.
a new stadium,
Yeah.
a new stadium over here, a new stadium over there. Reeve get the queue line. Now the queue line gonna be free. They feel, this is a big ass waste of money. Let's just let them ride it for free. A new trolley. You got a new trolley,
Right.
3 new stadiums, and now you're gonna put the projects right next to the Gucci store. I don't see how that's gonna work out.
I don't see how that's gonna work out at all, y'all. I don't know, but we shall see. That is a developing story. Okay, Mayor Mike Duggan, you're going to have to expand on that when you say low income, because that we would love
Expound
to.
on that,
yeah,
please.
Definitely expound on that, please, because we need more
How low is the
understanding of how low the
if you want to make some
income
low
is.
income, how about you make the residents, the houses that we've been living in already for 20 years,
That
low
part.
damn income? You want to
Right.
build a brand new building
In
and say
schools.
low income? Yeah,
let's build the
rebuild
schools,
back up.
rebuild the city back up. Yeah,
Too
I'm
much
not
like
understanding.
right. Too much like right.
Yeah.
For that to happen.
Rebuild the city back up, put schools out there for our children to attend to, something for them to do within the community, get the parks up and going, the spring is coming, implement different things that, affect the community in a more positive way. However, they want to build these apartment buildings back up downtown. Or
You know why?
whatever,
Because
for
it's
it to get going.
It's tax revenue for this. It's making them more money.
It is,
You
but
know,
it's
it's
not
already
helping
probably
us.
a big ass write off for them to build the building, and then it's going to be so much money coming in because it's, they're writing off
Yeah.
as low income, and man,
Right.
I don't know, they just got a bunch of bullshit going on in this city.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know about that, y'all. So we shall see. I saw that today. You all can look up that story. It is something. And I was just like, what? Wow. So moving forward, y'all, we got a couple of things that I want to talk about tonight. First being, the downtown situation, and then this lawsuit that is filed in Florida. It says, first lawsuit filed over Florida law restricting certain LGBTQ topics in a classroom. So I felt like this was a touchy topic. And then it says students, parents, and teachers in Florida filed a lawsuit today challenging the state's new law banning certain instruction about sexual orientation and gender identity in the classroom. I feel like, wow.
Now the fact that they have to ban this is the thing to me, because the
Yeah.
fact that they allowed it in the first place and now that it has to be banned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like There like when I was growing up, we had these things called like when all of the rap albums dropped or when a
Right.
movie came out, it was a sticker on it that let you know that this shit was not for kids.
Most certainly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And nowadays, it's almost like these same things that we used to separate from kids are now marketed to kids. You know what I mean? In certain arenas, right? We now and what baffles me is that we don't market all of adult things to kids. We don't market beer to kids. We don't, alcohol, liquor, cigarette products, right? We took those candy cigarettes out of the stores, right?
Yep, we
Because
sure
that's an
did,
adult
'cause
thing.
we used to
It's an adult
play
thing
smoke
that you're,
with
and
those.
now it's enticing the kids to
Yes,
do an
to
adult
actually-
thing.
yes.
Right. But now when it
Yep.
comes to sexuality, that does not seem to be the case to some people. And I don't understand why there's a separation. I believe it's because some of their asses are trying to add a P to the LGBTQ and add pedophilia as a sexual preference. Right, so now we have to sexualize the kids and get them into it, and then normalize it to where adults don't see a problem with it, so we can make this thing, happen.
I believe it's important to talk about this topic in a classroom because it's the way of the world. You can send your child to the bathroom and there's,
A transgender person in the bathroom.
in the
right?
bathroom.
Exactly. So that's the reason why.
Inappropriate.
And again, right? So and the fact that we have to ban it because we've allowed so much
Yeah.
now that we have to ban. We shouldn't have transgenders in my opinion. We should not have transgender women in the bathroom with young girls. I'm totally against that. You see how
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
fact that it gives you that tone, it gives people that notion right there. It lets you know this that's not right.
Yeah, because
But you have to walk on eggshells now because of the society we in now to
Yeah,
speak your mind on
see,
that. You know what I mean?
see,
And that's the right
that.
that part right now. We've been pushed
That
in the
part.
corner of now if we don't accept this thing this notion that you created for yourself, we're wrong if we don't agree with it.
that part. Now
Okay.
I don't understand that.
And if that's the case again, why
Yeah.
can't we contrast that against all other things, right? Because I said if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not a fan of that whole situation. Guess what? I want to add an F to it then,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you can be transgender or you can be trans age and trans abled and all of that, then I'm trans financial. God damn it! Treat me like the billionaire that I identify as. And I've said it many times, but then Martin, no, you can't do that. I got banned on Facebook for posting that stat. I got banned on Facebook because they found it offensive. Why is it offensive? All I said is include me in it too. I'm trans financial. Treat me. I'm royalty. Do you not believe you're royalty? You came from royalty, right?
Absolutely.
So how about not treat me like the billionaire that I identify as, that I really truly am, if you really want to break it down.
Absolutely.
Right. And when I walk in the bank with my $100 check, put the other zeros on it and give me my billion that I want.
Absolutely.
Right. That's what I identify as. And guess what? You're wrong if you don't respect it.
We live in such a lustful society. I just think it's imperative to protect our children and to enlighten them about the way of the world. It is being forced upon us to accept a certain thing. But
Yeah,
we are entitled to how we feel.
Our opinion, right?
Yeah.
Just like you're entitled to your opinion about how
Yeah.
you feel, this narrative that you created is completely
Yeah.
make believe, right? But now because I'm standing on something that's true and legit and has logic,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
Right. And see, it's like you're not entitled to have an opinion. Your belief is your belief.
But you have
Yeah.
to believe what I think, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. And it's like you're forced to, is either our way or the highway, and it shouldn't be like that. In the society that we're living in, I believe that it's important to bring awareness.
Only when it comes to sexuality, though, for some reason.
Only when it comes to sexuality. And the children are so much more curious than they were when we were young. They want to know.
So I said this, right? My son is, I'll say it like this because he doesn't watch it really too much no more because he's growing up. He was a fan of Paw Patrol at the age
Yeah,
of 3. Right?
absolutely.
So if my son woke up one morning and decided he identifies as a puppy and he wants to be a puppy, is it my job as his dad to now cultivate that in him and walk around the house and outside with him on a leash on all fours and feed him dog food and help him grow into what he feel at that age because he's old enough to make his own decisions as a fucking 4-year-old.
Right.
Right. But then contrast that over to sexuality. Right. If we have a little boy who identifies as a girl, you're wrong if you don't cultivate that thought process in your child. You know what I'm saying?
We see.
My son is not a dog.
Right.
But now I'm wrong because I tell him, no, you're a boy.
Absolutely.
You're not a dog.
Absolutely.
You will not walk on all fours. I will not walk you around the house and up the block on a leash. I won't feed you puppy chow and gravy train.
Absolutely not.
Right?
Absolutely
Because you're not a dog. I'm not going to put a dress on you. I'm not going to allow you to wear makeup. I'm not going to allow you to wear a weave in your hair. I'm not going to allow you to wear makeup. You're a boy.
Absolutely not. And like I said, this is like I love everyone, you know, and you're entitled to your way of life. But there are certain values and morals that, you know, some people won't allow in their house. And like in the classroom, you want to definitely talk about sexual orientation and gender identity so that your children are aware of what's going on, you know?
And you teach your kids what you believe is right.
That's
now
right.
we live in a world where you're wrong if you don't teach your kids what society feels is right.
Yeah,
you can't even discipline your
You
kids.
You can't. Yeah,
But
or else
we
you're
can
beating
discipline
them.
but let you don't discipline them while they're old, right? I mean while they're growing up. But when they get old and they are dysfunctional, the world can discipline them just for that. Let the you know what I mean?
It starts in the house.
I can't correct you and I can't mold you and teach you what you should be as a kid as when you're growing up.
Yeah.
But then when you get out here in the world, I'm just supposed to allow or be cool or okay with the world whooping your ass.
Absolutely not. And cultivation starts at the house. So whatever you allow, that's what your child grows up to be. And that's why we have a lot of lost children, adults, and we're all still trying to find our way because of it takes place at the home. So
my grandmother always had a saying, right? And me and all of my cousins was like, this is the thing we was all saying at my grandmother's funeral last year, like, because she used to always say, you teach a child in the way it should go, and it would not depart. You raise a child.
It would not. That's scripture. That's
the scripture, right? So that was one she always stuck on with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that applies. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, although, okay, I'm not like the most, you know, just using myself as an example, religious and all of that type of stuff.
Most
I
certainly.
still have the morals and the standards and the code and the ethics, you know what I'm saying, as far as what was instilled in me. I'm still a good person and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't stray away from the core of what they taught me to be. So that, at the end of the day, contrast that over to today, and you see exactly the reason why some of these kids, and adults for that matter, are the way that they are, because they had no structure. They
didn't have any structure at home, and it's important to have structure, you know, to make it out here. This world is vicious. You know, this is a dog-eat-dog world. You have to have structure in how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to have structure in your finances, how you manage yourself. You have to have structure in how you view life. Because these people out here, they're not even fighting no more. They'll kill you because of you don't know how to control your mouth. And then, ill-mannered, no respect of adults, of a person.
Nobody is like, we live in a world now of no accountability, but then everybody wants you to be held accountable when you do when they get done wrong, right?
Absolutely. They call it protecting my peace. You can't offend someone and call it protecting the peace. You can't do something to someone and call it protecting your peace. You have to have somebody else's
peace yeah.
You disrupt someone else's peace in the name of protecting yours. And that's why we have so much unforgiveness. We have people falling out. We have so many deaths. We have so many murders and so many crimes based on protecting my peace or, I want to get back.
Or so many crimes based on not holding the ones responsible accountable, right? Because now it's seen as snitching or all of these other type of things, right? Like that ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna mind my business. That ain't got nothing to do. But when something happens to you, when a crime or atrocity happens to you, you want everybody to speak up and speak out and shit. Did anybody
got a whole Crime Stoppers banner by the freeway or something?
If you seen something, say something, face ass motherfucker. But when you seen something, it's like, I you know?
Absolutely. I don't understand, though. You have to have accountability out here, man. It's getting so bad. Like Mark and I, we were just talking before the show started about how the summer, how bad it is now. Do I feel like going outside? I see so many posts outside. We outside. We outside this summer, girl. I don't know if I want to be outside like that because outside does not know how to act. Well, we mean with men and going out on dates. You got to be careful with that now. You can't even go out on a date with somebody without doing a background check, without, seeing how their mama and them is, how they are, what kind of life they live. People don't even have the real name. He telling you his name is Toby, but his real name is Stanley. You can't even go out here and really do things because of the way of the world. And you have to really be careful. It's like not walking on eggshells, y'all, but it's like being very cautious and conscious. It's getting hot outside. Detroit has already been wilding out before it's only spring. So, ladies, if you outside this summer, be outside, but be careful outside because outside don't love you. It is a blessing every single day to make it home safely. Not just in Detroit, but just to make it home safely out here. You got so many people with road rage incidents. You got so many people where you out just doing your thing and you in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now you just done ended up on Fox 2 and they on there crying and stuff about you. You ain't got nothing to do with it.
I mean, and you know what's
Nothing.
crazy? You probably just said that off the top of your head, right? Mm-hmm. Gratiot, right here on the east side, there was a young girl who was in a parking lot of Family Dollar or something, I believe, or something like that. Just so happened to be going to the store and shit, right? Mistaken identity, and her car got shot up, and she died. She was the only one in the car, right? And it was I think she was 19 and the dude that shot her was 18, or she was 18 and the dude that shot her was 17, but he was a year younger. They was both teenagers.
Is that the story where the mama was in the car and the sister was in the back seat? I saw something similar to that a little bit. No, not that.
Okay. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up because I think she was the only one in the car.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
mistaken identity.
But yeah, but it was a case of mistaken identity, and the young dude shot her car up and killed her. I think she got like a 2-year-old baby, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Loose. Just doing anything. And these young folks, they don't care. They do not care. They are wilding out, shooting guns, in the video with the guns. This is the way of the world. And people like, I'm outside. Outside where? Outside downtown? Because I'm not about to be outside like that in the hood. No. Because of what you just said there.
I'm keeping myself busy and occupied and productive.
Absolutely.
I'm staying in my productive pocket. I mean, ain't no extra straggling off of the...
Absolutely.
Too much extra shit going on out here.
Not too much extra. And that's not to say y'all don't, go out and have your fun, but at the same time, you got to be careful and mindful of your surroundings. You got to
be mindful. Yeah, that's like some people are just too, I guess how I call it, just willy-nilly out here, just doing anything with anybody.
Doing anything, hanging out the window.
No discretion about how they carry themselves out here in the public. And then, like you say, their surroundings. The people that they're around and the people that they're around have around them type shit. It's crazy, and it almost comes off stressful for you to have to think about all of these little tedious things. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to. I mean, as an adult out here in this world, anything else other than that is being a child out here. Absolutely. Just being naive and not knowing and not understanding what's out here and what's possible and the consequences.
Absolutely. Like posting where you are on social media. Y'all need to stop doing that. Stop.
Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes
I know, because if we had a mystical concert, I'm danger. If I'm at a mystical concert.
Oh, we out, reporting the news or something like
right,
but
that's
just
true.
all the time, just willy-nilly, just look at me where I'm at on this corner, just hanging out, doing nothing.
Going live.
It's just,
Now, he's right. Post where you are with certain situations, like if you out doing business. But like just some people, I'm on Lower East Side, and then you go live on the corner with the store.
How about this? How about this? You know that Pookie and Ray Ray and Man and got put some money on your head and shit. You got beef on the other side of the street. You got beef with the niggas right across the street.
Exactly. What? Make it make sense.
Now you want to go live.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Now you want to go live. The liquor store that you got in the background of the video, everybody know where that's at. So now you live and you turned up with your drink They
Damn,
pull
I'm about to
up
be every 2 hours. Niggas won't smoke, pull up and shit.
off the Hennessy. Y'all got to do better, man. We just have to be very cautious. Then it's not, I mean, you got to live your life, but you have to be cautious. You know, like I said, it's like the murders, and I'm hearing about the ages of the people committing the crimes and stuff,
Yeah,
and
getting
they're
younger,
and they're
younger,
getting
man. Like,
younger
whoa.
and younger, and they don't care. You know, they'll get online and post videos with guns in them. How old is he? Oh, he 11. Oh, he
Man,
9.
I remember, or like what was it? Probably about a 16, 15-year-old boy. The guy killed over here on out of driving 7 Mile at the gas station by another young man. And it was on the video was on the news. You know what I'm saying? They showed the video of the boy shooting him down. You know what I mean?
Wow, really?
Yeah, and they showed it on it because they wanted to get the word out about who the little boy was, and they ended up catching him. Man, those two teenagers, 15 and the 16-year-old. You know what I mean?
That's so dark because that starts in the home a little. I know that we can't do much about the way that our loved ones or our children go about their lives, but something happened with the upbringing to make a child want to go out here and be like that. And it's like everybody, I'm seeing so many rough riders, about 15, 16, more than I ever seen before. That is bad. That's not good. I don't know, y'all. And then you get people on the news, they say, what can we do about it? What can we do? When is it going to stop? To be honest, what can you do about it? The money that Mike Duggan is putting downtown, put it into the parks, put it into the school system, after school programs. Give them something to do because they're bored. And they're bored and they following after them Chief Keef people.
Bored, unoccupied, unmotivated, right? Uninspired.
Yep.
All of that.
Daddy issues in some cases.
Just give them something to do, man.
Give them something to do.
That's why I thank God for just simple shit when I was coming up, like the marching band.
Right. We loved it.
Right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Osborne Marching Band, there would be no 7 Mile Radio. Just that simple.
Just that simple.
Just that simple. I was in Osborne Marching Band, and I got discovered by an A&R from So Def who took me out of the high school, taught me music production and how to make beats, and then and the rest is fucking history. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if it wasn't for that one thing, like, mind you, I'm CD average student in school because I don't give a fuck about English. I'm not gonna do this. It's nothing that I'm gonna go and get a job from in regards to the social studies.
Right.
Okay, so what the fuck am I going to? I went to school for lunch and band. That's what I went to school for, those are the motherfucking classes.
And at lunch, we used to have a roast contest.
There was a rap battle in there. That's why I learned how to make beats. I'm beating on the table, right? I'm practicing at lunch, and I'm going to beat on the drums and the band and shit. So that's why and now I'm making beats and talking shit.
Yep, and it gave you something to do.
And it's like, so it gave me something to occupy my time. It gave me something to be motivated to do, something that made me feel creative, something that gave me an outlet. You know what I mean? Made me feel like I could do something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that I was too smart to be out in the streets doing stupid shit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got skills and talents and shit that I can make money off of. I just need to apply myself. I don't want to be ducking and dodging the police and niggas and all of this extra
these
bullshit.
days
You know
of
what I'm
your
saying?
life.
I got talent. I got skills and shit that I could be, utilizing and put myself where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I would have never interviewed Dick Gregory if I was out here in on the block.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have T.I.'s number in my phone, Timberland, being able to call these people and shit if I had just been doing what the fuck I was doing, nothing on the block. So it's like if you have these seeds of having a chance when you younger.
Yep.
Absolutely. And now they took away a lot of those. You don't even have cursive, I believe. It's not even taught in schools no more.
Wow, yeah.
Cursive handwriting.
That's
like
that
your
part
identity.
I did hear
that's
about
taking
that.
away your identity. That's like your part of your identity, man. That's like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like you say, they need to invest the money into the youth. Into the city. They're building up the downtown. That's the future of the fucking city,
right?
Like,
thank you. What is going on? Right.
Why not put something here for the younger generations to come up and thrive off of or thrive through? No programs, no programs, tools for them to utilize to keep themselves busy. Oh, they giving them tools, all right. They giving them Percocets. They giving pistols. Them AR-50s. What you say? They giving them AR-50s. Right? Yeah. So they giving them the tools and shit. but
My
not
God.
the right tools.
Yep. They are so not motivated. Low self image. They pull their images from the masses, the rappers. Half of the time, what the rappers are talking about, they don't even live that lifestyle. So it's just manipulation, just going about it just the wrong way, And like this next topic that I got to talk about, two cousins, 12 and 14, just like we just talked about.
See?
Killed while playing with a gun on Instagram Live. Instagram Live. 12 and 14. The next generation. In the bathroom, at a house event, their family getting, family getting together. Yeah.
St. Louis.
Family getting together. Everybody out there laughing, having a good time, and they in the bathroom with a gun. She mistakenly shot him, and they said that the gun went off and shot her.
Did you see the video?
I did see the video.
So
and actually, this picture came from the video.
Yeah. And what it was, like, she shot the one cousin, one girl, and, like, she panicked, picked the gun up, and shot herself by mistake.
That's what they said.
She did. She just panicked and shot herself.
They were saying that the young lady had committed suicide, that it's so many different stories. We would really never know until the forensics come in and determine how the gun actually went in. But they were saying that she shot her cousin, got scared, and took herself out.
Well, that's actually, that's how it happened. But it looked like she didn't do it purposefully. Like, it's like she was fun, like she was like startled, like traumatized in that moment. And she picked the gun up and was still shaking, and just boom, and you seen that little braid fly over, and it was it. You know what I mean?
I don't know, y'all. 12 and 14, gone, family devastated.
And then there are people come in afterwards and say, seeing them on the floor, man. You see the whole video?
Yeah, I seen the whole video. That one child come in, he get to screaming,
that's
"Mama!"
my sister,
And then they about to kill each other in there, thinking that one of them, because I kept hearing, "Oh, that's my sister." So they probably thought the young man shot her. Mm-hmm. That's not even the case. Can you imagine the devastation growing up? You trying not to build a fence against your sister. You know how to. Devil be working instantly. Now you trying not to have a fence with your sister. You're not trying to have a fence with your brother. Both of y'all kids are gone. Playing with guns. Instagram Live. And you see all of these videos of people being killed on Facebook, broadcasting their death on Instagram Live. But two kids?
Kids, man.
12 and 14 didn't even have a chance to experience life.
Just doing what the fuck they see on these, you know what I mean? On the I hate to say it, on the music videos.
The damn music videos.
You know what I'm saying? All of these drill rappers, and everybody got guns, and and I hate to be the one to grow up to be that person, right? Because I grew up listening to Too Short, Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew, and all the rest of them. Oh shit, where'd my cameras go? Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, I don't understand, because back in the day, you used to have a good tune and everybody would be enjoying themselves. But nowadays, everything is about, I'll kill you, I'll roll up on you. You don't want to see me. It's just bad. 12 and 14, y'all. If they had something else to do, because you could see them playing with each other, and then all of a sudden she shoots him. Baby, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but whatever we could do to make it better, we could stand together and we can make it better, y'all. I tell you that for sure. I tell you that
like
for sure.
We need to
Yep.
Put the kids something, get the kids something to do, man. Like that's, and you know what? That is like my end goal with 7 Mile Radio was I wanted to create like a school for kids, man, to teach them media arts. Like
that'll be awesome.
You know what I mean? A young version of Specs Howard, if you will. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I wanted to do, just in the urban community. Now, don't y'all take my idea. Now, y'all heard it.
Yeah, copyrighted 2022. Don't take that.
But yeah, that's one thing that I always wanted to do, man. Is because I know how interesting this thing is now, especially now that we have technology on the level that it is now, and the kids are so gravitated to the cell phones and the computers and the TikToks and the social media.
So they'll be eager.
Rap. I mean, yeah, because the thing about it, like when I was in school, right, the thing that made the A&R, King Scruggs, he used to work with So Def. He told me the thing that made him gravitate towards me is because all of the students in the talent show at Osborne that year in '99 was either aiming to be rappers, they was performing on stage, or dancers, right? The girls, all of the girls wanted to be dancers. All of the dudes wanted to be rappers.
Right?
But me, I came to him. I said, man, I want to make beats. I want to be a producer. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only one out of the whole school in the talent show that side that wanted to be on the business side. That was interested in being So with that being said, like, okay, all of this media stuff, right? It's way more to be on in the entertainment scene than the talent side, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of business
you
like
make so much money behind the
talent.
scenes.
I mean, come on now, let's talk about the basketball coach versus the players, right?
Come on, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of the organization, all of the people you got the offensive coach, the defensive coach. You got all. I mean, there's so many different positions and so many different areas where you can make money if that's what your aim is. You know, other than just being the forefront or the spotlight, the star. Everybody want to be the star, but everybody ain't got what it take to be the star.
True. Like, I'm multi-talented, but I would prefer to be behind the scenes. I'm more of the director, the hands-on, the visionary. So I absolutely agree with everyone wanting to be a rapper. A lot of these kids want to rap. That would be a very good thing to get them out of the streets so that these situations like these cousins.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, even the camera work. Like I was interested in. That's the reason why I do it all now, from radio, TV broadcast, and the web and graphic design, the video production, music production. I do everything. I mean, because it's like once I got into it, I found something I was passionate about. I was interested in it. It just took me. I just took off.
Right.
And it landed me where, I might have shot for the stars. I landed on the moon. I'm fine with that.
Absolutely.
So it was just about having something to keep my mind occupied and away from the bullshit.
And away from the streets, yeah. Like the YMCA, they used to do little programs. Do they do anything anymore?
I don't even know if the YMCA exists.
Right.
Anymore.
I haven't heard anything about the YMCA, y'all, but they used to do stuff.
I doubt if they are because the libraries is even struggling. I mean, because
they used to go. We used to go after school and get us a couple of books and stuff.
The internet is changing the game. And I said this back in AOL days. I said when the internet is infused with TV and cell phones, it's gonna change the world, man. And that's exactly what's happening. Like once the internet got connected with phones, you can have the internet in your hand or watch internet stuff on TV. You know, these apps.
Yep, hotspot, all of that stuff.
Now it's like it's changing the game. Cable companies, like in the next 10 years, cable companies is going to go off air.
I agree
because like nobody's going to be subscribing to Comcast and Xfinity. Wow, everybody has smart TVs with apps, so we can watch what we want when we want it on demand, as opposed to paying for your monthly subscription for your, you know what I mean? So it's
absolutely
it's so many different avenues out here for the kids and the youth, man. That I just want to try to do my part to give the same bridge to them that was given to me. You know what I'm
absolutely
saying? And keep them out of
harm's way, because it is so true with technology. My niece and nephew, they would pick up those little tablets. Back in the day, we used to go outside. We used to get chalk. We used to hopscotch. We used to jump rope. Now these kids, they don't go outside. They get the phones.
Man,
they be in the phone all day.
My son was 2. My son was 2 and knew how to turn the phone on, go straight to YouTube. YouTube is not on the front page. He will scroll through the apps until he finds the little YouTube logo.
Yeah.
Click the YouTube logo, and he's going to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll until he sees some cartoons, and he going to click it.
He going to click
and then he going to click the next one. He going to click the next. I go in there, and now I got all my recent videos on my 7 Mile Radio YouTube. It's Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig and all the rest, and I'm like, who that? I'm like, this boy.
Look, Mahasa, she say our parents and grandparents told us the internet was the devil.
Yeah, just like they told us not to get credit cards too, and you see how that worked out for us.
Right, still paying them off as we speak.
We have to learn how to use it to our advantage.
Absolutely,
you know they should have been teaching us how to use credit as opposed to teaching us to stay away from them when we was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like right now, we need to be teaching these kids how to use the internet. Yes, it's a double-edged sword, and you can cut the fuck out of yourself with it. But if you know how to use it, if you know how to hold it and how to, operate with it, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. We got to teach them, why they young.
You got to teach them why they young.
What it ain't.
What it is and what it ain't.
Teach them that they got a penis and not a vagina when they got a penis. See, the same thing.
These are important topics because of the way of the world, y'all.
Why? I feel sad that we get to the point, we're headed to the point now. Oh, now it's bad. Now you realize it's bad. We got to ban it now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, now you realize what you
Yeah.
fucked up by
Yeah, it's
sexualizing
bad.
the kids and trying to teach them
Yep.
about sex.
Yep,
Now,
I agree.
Now.
Yeah, but see, it's important to teach our children about this because it's bad, you know.
Yeah, but
Woo!
okay, and
Yes.
teach them the right and wrong, right?
Teach 'em
Not
the
just
right
teach them
and wrong.
that whatever it is that they
Yeah,
feel and
but
want
you
to be
gotta
is.
teach them right and wrong. You're right about that. Let's not emphasis on teaching them right and wrong, regardless of what society tries to impose on us.
Just like if my son
Absolutely.
chooses to identify as a puppy because he watches Paw Patrol all damn day, and I'm not going to allow that, I wouldn't allow him to identify as anything else that he was not born as.
Yep.
He was
Absolutely.
born as a melanated young boy, black boy. And I will raise him as what he is. I'm gonna treat him like I'm gonna tell him he is that's what he is.
Absolutely.
Anything else would be a lie.
Absolutely.
I would be lying to him.
Absolutely.
Okay, no different than me telling him that Christmas time that Santa Claus came down to Chittenley and brought. That's a lie. I'm not gonna tell him that. Oh, you're taking away your child's innocence. No, you're creating you raising your child with a false narrative. Now,
With a false narrative.
It's my belief of mine and what I'm teaching mine versus your belief and what you believe. Now, you wait till your kid grow up and be looking at you like a dumbass when they find out that Santa Claus is not real. Versus me. And when he grows up,
Cultivating your children.
he's going to be looking like all of y'all, like you motherfuckers actually believe that this motherfucker came down the chimney
Yeah.
all of y'all life. Right? He's going to be more confident in what I told him. He's going to trust me because he's going to know that even before he was even knowing what was right and wrong, I was telling him what was right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Once he gets older, he'll see
Absolutely.
that. I'm not going to coddle him in just for the sake of, oh, you're taking away his innocence as a child. No, I'm not lying to him.
Right. And see, that's the part. Don't lie to your children. Spend time with your children, cultivating them. A lot of people, man, I see so many people on the run. When I used to work with kids and they used to tell me the stories about how they don't spend time with their parents don't know how they feel. You got to spend time with your kids, cultivate your kids, speak life into them, get to know their dreams and their goals. Cause you wouldn't have so many young murderers if a lot of people would spend time with your children at the house, over dinner, on the phone, whatever it takes. Spend time with your kids so that they can feel. Sometimes kids don't even feel familiar with their own parents. Like, oh, that's just my mama. Okay, that's just my daddy. Spend time with your kids so that they can develop a relationship to come to you about certain things. Because it is true. These kids, they go out here, they get these guns, and then we got this LGBTQ situation going on and a lot of murders around, surrounding that. And then, I don't know, y'all. We just have to take time.
Right.
It starts with us. It starts with us.
He say them people. I ain't gonna say I don't want to get flagged and shit. Say them people want you to
Yeah.
lie to your kids, Christmas, Easter, gender, and all that. And it's like they want you to normalize the bullshit. So when they get older, they
Right.
can't tell the bullshit from the real shit, and they'll believe anything that anybody tells them, and they'll just go along to get along.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't want a son that's going to go along to get. And that's what a lot of these people in the world right now. They're just going along to get along because they don't want to go against the grain. Because
Absolutely.
they're scared of the flack that's going to come. Because everybody else right now is programmed on this certain wave, and if you go against that, then you're wrong. You can't. You see how they're conditioning people to not even have their own opinion.
That part.
what I'm
That's the one.
Conditioning people to not even have their own.
Have their own opinion, and you are entitled to it. That's manipulation at its
Manipulation like a
finest.
motherfucker.
Ooh,
That's the word I'm looking for.
we're living in a dark world, y'all.
Yeah.
You have to have your own mind. And then you, for real, you really do have to develop a relationship with God too, because there's a lot of darkness going on. I mean, some people aren't spiritual, whomever. This doesn't apply to everybody, but you do have to have your own relationship in your own mind, because manipulation is at its finest. Me being at work, I'm on the phone with some of my customers trying to get me to say something that I didn't say. Just little situations like that, what people do. And they feel like they can get to your mind, they can control you.
And then if they can get you to do or say what they want you to do or say, you're the wrong. They're going to make you feel like you're wrong for it. You're
wrong for it.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, y'all. It's just time. It's time to get right, get left, because it's a lot of us that are into moving our life forward. There's a lot of great things and opportunities here, but we have to first spend time with our youth, spend time with our family, and with these kids, y'all. And then I see a lot of people too, they'll see something wrong in the store and they'll talk about, oh, their mama raised them wrong. Well, you're right there. Make a difference in that child's life. Maybe they don't have someone at home.
But you know why they can't?
To talk to.
Because we live in a day and age right now where you can't hold anybody accountable for what they're doing, especially the kid, right? You see a kid doing something wrong while they're out in the store, you try to check the kid, the parent gonna check you.
That part. you back in the day used to have had a village.
You have right now. It's just like it's just I don't even know what to call it. I don't even have a word for it. It's just every man for himself type shit. It's
literally
like,
every man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
every man.
No one. You're wrong if you attempt to lift a finger to help someone, right?
Right.
And if you're not connected to that, but mind your business. Who are you to try to help me? Who are you to help me raise my child?
That and that part.
Like as if to say, let my child tear up every aisle in Walmart and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a business. You're a business establishment. Say you got a hair salon and shit. Somebody bring their kid fucking up and shit. You know what I mean? Now you as a business owner want to, check the kid. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your kid. Well, he could. No, he's not.
No,
I'm telling you
not.
to get your kid under control. Like just because I shouldn't have to fall victim to your lack of standards.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank
like
you.
You have you're an adult and shit. You should have some type of respect for yourself to where, you come out with a certain level of standard of character for your own self and shit. I shouldn't have to raise you and your child and
that
shit
part.
out here.
That part. I don't understand. It's like you can't, you mean well. You mean well. Well, don't say nothing to my child or Lord.
Okay, well, I'm saying it to
you
then.
Let's talk about this.
Now you want to fight.
Your son grows up, he becomes a murderer. Well, he was a good kid. Or he's good. He's really nice. Your son just murdered people. What do you mean? I hear it all based upon the village not being present. Back in the day, my grandmom used to tell me she used to give people permission to whoop you if you were out of line and she wasn't around. Everybody on the block had permission.
It was down there to the point where you didn't even need permission. It was just standard.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't need no damn permission.
That's true. It was.
So you move on the block or whatever, you need a permission slip signed. Now, as soon as your mama and that mama got cool, that mama can whoop your ass too, just like your mama.
That's true.
That was the permission slip. When you and your mama and when them two mamas had a glass of wine together, and shit, they got cool.
Thank you.
when they start playing fucking Anita Baker at 11 o'clock at night, they having drinks and playing spades and shit. And, oh yeah, you can't fuck up in either one of them faces now. You got two mamas. Now you got five mamas.
Now you got five mamas. Yeah. Our granny said certain people had permission, but for the most part, it was standard. Yeah, certain people.
That was just the way it was.
Yeah, it was the way it was.
Because everybody was on the same wave.
Yeah, but it was some people. She was like, "No, you can't touch my grandbaby."
Yeah,
but it was some people.
Always,
yeah,
you had uncles that you couldn't even be in the same house with for too long. So
that's true.
Goddamn, right? Yeah, so we got always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, it was a standard. It was a code. It was a like I said, standard amongst the village.
Oh, it's standard amongst the village. And if we had the village, I believe that things would be so much better for the youth. And for us as adults, too. We need wisdom as we're going throughout our lives, cultivating our lives, healing. Getting past some things in our childhood is just important, y'all. So whatever we can do to change this community here in Detroit, wherever surrounding areas, we need to get together and do something. So Mayor Mike Duggan, if you will, if you could pour all of that lovely that you're putting downtown back into the city of Detroit, we will greatly appreciate it, okay? We will most definitely appreciate it. Y'all, today has been a blast. We've had very, very good topics. I appreciate you all. I see your comments. I see you. Hello, Mahasan. Thank you, T-Boss, for always tuning in. I see you, Johnny. I see y'all in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning into the Kisha Kee Show. It has been my pleasure. I really love you all's inputs, and I will see you all next week. Peace out. What up, though?
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile